this Jake Paul, I understand, YouTube sensation. He's been fighting. People are into it. The boxing world and people that run these fights are saying, all right, we'll get someone like this who's got a lot of following in the internet world and young people, and we'll bring them in to fight, and we'll get other recognizable names. Maybe we'll get more people involved in boxing. I don't hate that idea. I really don't. But now after this Jake Paul, I've watched him knock out a couple of guys. I need to see that guy get knocked out. He needs to fight somebody now. He fought a tiny basketball player who's never fought before in his life, and he knocked him out, and it's embarrassing. But get him in there against somebody real at this point. I'm tired of this guy, and it's working. This whole thing is working because now I've got emotions attached to this Jake Paul that I never had before, and I want to see him get his teeth kicked in. And there's been a couple of people who have come out and said they wanted to fight him, including Jose Canseco.
Oh, Jesus. You know, I have no desire for any of it.
Well, I can change.
Not 1 ounce of it. Now, you talk about the fight coming up this weekend?
That's one I'm into.
Yes.
I'm really into that. I'm super into that, and that's going to be Danny Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. And Spence, by the way, first time he's fighting since that big car accident that he had and almost ruined his career.
That gives me interest because I have two guys. I'll know who the winner is, and they're going to get paid.
This is what Evander Kane wrote on Twitter. He said, "Yo, Jake Paul, I'd wreck you. Easy to beat up guys with no experience and much smaller. August 31st, 2021 in Vegas. We'll see if you're really about that action." Do you think Evander Kane, who's been a tough guy in the NHL, could knock this guy out? Do you think he's got the skill set to do that? You're the expert in hockey.
I haven't seen enough of Evander Kane's fights. If he's even known as a fighter, I always thought he was known as a better player than he was a fighter. But if he wants to call him out and he wants to get paid to go do something stupid, then fine, let them all do it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to watch it. I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Yeah.
Is it true that Mike Tyson got $10 million for this thing?
That I don't know. That seems like a lot. That seems like a hell of a lot.
I had read that they got $1 million each.
$1 million each.
Yeah, 10 million.
Okay, all right. So I'm not like, Al, are you into any of this?
No, I wasn't interested in any of that. But I would be interested in seeing Jake Paul get his teeth kicked in, like Gio said. That I'm interested in now.
Well, I need to see him. He's been picking on all these. So I saw him. Remember that fight night I tried to get all you guys to go to in Miami, and nobody took me up on that?
Right.
So I saw Jake Paul fight that night.
And who did he fight that night?
Some other YouTube guy who was like another tiny person. So I don't know. It was another YouTube star.
I will say this.
And he knocked him out, too.
Nate Robinson made the decision to get into the ring himself.
Right.
Kind of like Adam Gase decided to get into the ring here as the Jet head coach. So you got to give an ounce of credit to that in itself.
Yeah, maybe.